Hello and welcome to Diecast Adventures Edge of Winter Season number 9. So we'll go to the season cards here. We got Counterpunch, Battle Maniac, and Wizard's Book. Battle Maniac moves you to the closest attack flag. Get it by completing all the achievements. Evade, 50% evade possibility. You attack the opponent if you evade it. So 50% chance for an evade and an attack. Complete 11 9-season achievements. And Wizard's Book triggers a random magic of a magic book. Sounds like a pretty cool card. I definitely want to have the Wizard's Book just because it's called Wizard's Book. So, and there's also a new ultimate skin out for Ivy. It actually looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like the Soul Stealer champion that's out there. But getting into the match, it is the new season today, and I have a new quest for it. Use level 1 magic during battle, so that means I gotta hit a brown magic book. I also stream on Twitch with the same handle if you want to check it out. Like, subscribe, or follow would be great. I appreciate that kind of thing. It's recommended you actually remind people about that kind of thing, and I think that's a good idea, because like, I've noticed every once in a while, like, I like certain things, or I want to see it again, but I won't remember to like or follow it unless they actually say something like that. I'm like, oh yeah. But then when it's like in something that I don't want to like or follow, and I know I'm not going to want to like or follow it, I find it kind of like a literal, like, oh yeah, you're going to ask me to like or follow. You know what I mean? Like, more than like 3 times in like one 20-minute segment or something, I think is a bit much. You know, unless it's all in like one setting or 2 settings that you say it like a bunch of times or something, like in a row. That many interruptions. Like, I don't know. Kind of sets me off of the whole tone of the show. It's like, okay, I like to subscribe at the beginning or some point, but not all the way through. So I get one of the books. And I see those books as brown, but I think other people see them as purple books too. I've heard them called purple books. So I got one for my hero pass on Scarlet mission. To kind of be the center of this video, beyond that it's the season opening. So this is the season opening, so I'm started at Platinum 3, 8,400 points, ranked points. Pretty excited about that. I came into the season with only 4 days left of it. I mean the preseason with 4 days left of it. So I'm glad I got to the place I managed to get to it all, because I had some stuff to do during that amount of time. But for the next quite a while, you know, until this season's done at least, and probably a few seasons, or maybe even a couple more seasons than that, it's going to be all Diecast all the time for me. I'm kind of devoted to this now. I'm going to Ice Blade him, so he might hop in my base that way. It worked, he fell into his base. Risking the trap for an attack. Hit the trap. Brings me close to another low-level book, level 1 book. Blue books are level 2, and yellow books are level 3. So I'm going to use my potion right now. Save my attack for when he's out of jail, so my debuff supply. I'm gonna use a random. Hopefully I don't get a 1. Oh cool, I got the magic book block. I was hoping for that. Yeah, shimmy shimmy. Oh, he gets a 3 in the attack. It's a pretty trippy skin. Okay, so I am going to attack him. Send out my green skull of fire. Bring my opponent to bear. Oh, puts me in jail all the way across the board. I guess that's better than him getting an 11. I mean a 5. Would have landed on the attack, but still. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. I thought he was going to get the blue book, actually. And then probably land on an attack or whatever he got. For some reason, I always kind of assume the blue book is going to make it so you can phase shift or move somewhere. But it's not always the case. Thunder happens quite often. Oh, unlucky with the odd dice. It's hit by the monster. Jailbreak, 70 gold to just get out. I think I'll go with my chances of getting a 1 here. I didn't get one. Unfortunately. Not in a coffin or anything, so I'm not too worried about it. Just happens to be a flame guild. Nice. Flame guild looks pretty trippy, like the blue, like ice thing. Trip over it. I'm gonna grab that treasure chest and hop out. Might as well. I'll probably throw out the high dice next turn unless he leaves behind a massive trap, in which case I might use the 3. Or even the high attack, but just going to all the center points on the map all the way through this guy pretty well. He's always getting the center one. Like the 3rd block in the middle. And 5. I think I'm gonna go for trying to get a 4. I get a 4. Score. Ooh, Providence. I didn't see that coming. Land in the fire. Oh, it's coming back. Okay, I'm going to use my 3, land on my base, collect gold, and whatnot, and then do some fiery burst damage. Oh wait, I need a 4 to get there. Huh. Well, if I get 2 or a 4 with this, I do win. So I have secured victory. Hurrah! Shimmy shimmy. It's a yeehaw shimmy shimmy. I have reduced my opponent to weird petals and dust. So, Leo Davis has been defeated and victorious. This is a good thing for me. It's a good for Davis, but it was also a fun match. You know what I mean? I appreciate playing the game. So we've got one more towards a victory key. Got a quest here. Beginning the hunt. And I think I might be able to open up a time chest. Score. Let's open that up. Some gold. A few shards. gonna get these Azure shards, and that's all for now. Another quest, open times, or victory chest. Get into battle. Cannot claim a new chest. Oh, hold on, right there, new chest unlocking right now. Start unlocking this gold chest. Get into a battle. I need some more books. All about the level 1 magic books for my quest. There's like I think the card is called Everlasting Flames that you get from it. The hero pass, and it's like 6 points of damage for the rest of the game. I guess you have to purify it or something, but like for the rest of the game. You get that on first turn, that's a lot of damage, like that's crazy. Working towards goals in this game while you're progressing through a season is like, it's kind of essential. You gotta stay grounded, and if you really want to be competitive, you gotta try to get those things as early as you can, not just by the end of the season, but find a way to play the line and really get those things so that you can have them as an advantage early game, or just be at the level where you've actually competed that much, because like earning the cards sometimes can be really challenging. Like the quest that I seen in there for triggering a specific magic book block effect, like a 3rd level magic book block effect, this specific one 5 times. It's actually pretty hard to do sometimes. That's a lot of games. Sometimes a magic book block at the 3rd level doesn't even come out for an entire game. It can be like 2-3 matches you even see one as a possibility. So gotta really try to focus in this about objectives and everything else. It's kind of why I liked it. I like planned out objectives and tasks. Like I like going for walks on like a certain route and coming back, like around the house. But if I go any further than that, I really like having like a task or something to do, like whether it's go to the store or pick up groceries, or you know what I mean, like anything like that. I just like to actually have a task with it. Well, I got incinerated there, or chaos. I had a game that's on Twitch where I got so many random chaos effects applied to me and got so many randoms. It was like the game of randoms, and then later in the stream, there was the game of fiery burst. Like I played like 3 games, got 1 fiery burst for a fiery burst quest, and then I got 4 or 5. Like I hit the opponent with fiery bursts when I had 1 left to get in that thing, and I just overkilled it in that match. I just like purposely went all out with planning to go for fiery burst. Something just inspired me to do that, and it actually worked out that I won. It was like a pretty good victory. And then the one where it was like and then the one where it was randoms, I purposefully used as many randoms as I could, and it actually worked out that I won in like a weird. It was kind of like if I hadn't have played this odd way, I probably would have lost somehow, to me at least. I don't know how it would have looked from the outside view, but while I was playing it, that's how I saw it. It was a pretty unique experience. I don't know if I want the chest or to get my guild hit. I get my level up, hit the guild. Really kind of thinking of that treasure chest though, instead of hitting the guild, but I'd rather lighter path up a little bit, get the extra gold in the card. It's not as good of a card as I would have got from the treasure chest, but it might have been a card that didn't really have much effect in this game. My opponent changed one of his cards. I don't really like the change card. It's kind of an annoying card, and every time I use it, I usually get like a curse card, like a pill or something like that. It's really unlucky. I don't like that card. Purify. Strip 3. Cool, I did put her. Oh, I thought I put her in jail there. I ran all the way onto a trap with a chance of her putting me in jail. But if I get lucky, I might be able to pick up that attack next turn with the 2. Probably going to jail here. Looks like. Yeah. Jail for a bit. Whoa. Ow. I did not expect that. Ouch. 34 damage. There's, oh, I got a protection of the dragon. I got 58 protection to the dragon or something. That's insane. Never have to worry about losing. I got all those by going through the dungeon pass and stuff like that from last season, the preseason. I just ran through it. Never lost like a single match, so didn't use any protections of the dragon. Well, actually, I lost 2, or yeah, 2 or 3 out of 58, I think, or 60, something like that. Cool, I got the 2. That's what I was after. I didn't want the want the 4 or the 6. Guess I'll use the high there. Better card. Better card for Aura card. That's what I want. I love that sound. But then it's like kind of makes light of like the position of the bees and birds. It's like, so those things can be given to the birds and bees. And it's like, dude, like, you're acting like seeds don't cost money. You know what I mean? Like honey costs money. And like flowers cost money. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, if you really think it through, like I was childish at the time when I first heard it, and like I was a little kid, and I really thought it through, and it's like, you know, like you want those things more than money. Like you just want money. You want the stuff. Like if somebody, like the stuff you were gonna buy with the money, if somebody's gonna drop it off at your house instead of to go shopping and pick it up, unless you like really like to go to the mall or super obsessed with like some clerk at the mall or something like that. You know what I mean? Like what's the point? You know, that's kind of how it is. Okay, let's see what my enemy's gonna do here. Luckily, I don't have an ice blade in my hand, or Dexter would have stolen that, I bet. Play the high card. Got my damage over time ability. It's applied when I attack my opponent. Go with the odd. Not exactly what I wanted, but it does bring me closer to the attacks. Really don't want to go to jail playing against a Dexter with this low health. You copied my small potion. Okay, so random. All right to jail. Oh well, at least I can use the small potion while I'm in there for a bit. And I got an even 9 in me, possibly on the 2 or the 4, so. Gets another attack symbol though. Another attack lately. Come on, man. If you want me to win Evolution, you can't beat me up that bad, man. We're trying to make this look good for people, you know what I mean? Like, I thought we had a deal. So if I got some kind of angle with this guy, now I could go with this crazy scheme. But, oh, and he gives it like a little cheeky emoji. You know what I mean? Like, haha, like, I get the 5. Wait, I'm gonna do one of these. Oh, my emoji didn't go up. Like a happy one. Aha! Your cheeky little emoji didn't upset me, man. Like, was that even a Dexter? Like, that guy had a shovel. I don't know that guy at all. I haven't read that guy's ability. I think I read his abilities once, but I wasn't really paying attention. I don't know what that guy does. I thought it was a Dexter. The Forest of Faith. Go for a treasure chest. Hmm. That was like my happy emoji when I lost. Right on. I'm not the only person that does that. See, that might seem crazy, but it's not that crazy. How come there's... Oh, there's some magical blocks. I'm gonna get one of them magic books. That's what I'm after now. Oh, and I was gonna get that treasure chest on the way, but she stole it. I wanted that treasure chest. Go with the random. I don't mind getting gold. It builds up. You play enough matches in a day, you can accumulate, you know, like 10 grand. It's no joke. I like this better than the preseason, though, coming into it that late with my kind of stats and stuff like that. Playing against opponents with like the comparative scores and everything from the start. I like it much better. I don't like the preamble very often where you play against like people of lower match, like lower levels and stuff like that. I like having the competitive feel as compared to the overrun kind of thing. Like I do like gaining RP, getting my hero pass done, and like my victory keys and all that stuff. But I like the competition level better. But I'm gonna be playing some random games after this season's through with like all the characters to learn them and stuff like that, and be doing videos with all the other characters. But for quite a while, it'll pretty much just be doing Scarlet, and also it could be I throw in Ivy a little bit towards the end because I have really high stats with her too, and I also have Greyhen. But I don't really want to disturb my game too much. I want to just stick to Scarlet and try to get as far into it as I can. So I'm going to go with the odd because there is a chance I could get past her base. Oh wait, I thought I was going past the base there for a second. I had no idea I was hunting a monster. I got distracted with what I was saying. Kind of looking off to the side, thinking about stuff. Random debuff. What did I get? Direction of movement is unknown. Well, I'm gonna use a high. Mistake for you to use that card. To jail you go. My friend said if you talk like Yoda, people understand you better. Use the low. Who knows where I go? Ooh, I get lucky. So is my opponent. I'm making it out of jail. Huh? Unlucky again. Oh, she stole my magic book. I need those. Yo, leave the books alone. Okay. I'm not gonna get anything from the shop. I'm gonna need that. I'd rather not clutter up my hand with all those cards. I have an ice blade in my deck and a high attack box, so I don't want to miss picking up my hand for anything less than that kind of stuff. Yay! Magic book. First level. Purple book, I guess they're called. I see that they look brown on the outside. I guess they all kind of do. It's just floating in blue. The yellow book definitely looks, yellow to it. Says the blue book has the blue outline. They still look brown to me. I don't know what it is. They definitely shimmer purple. So I guess they're purple books. I'm gonna call them purple books now. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna use my small potion. Might as well right now. You know what I mean? Just coming up on some attack blocks. Not that I have low health, but I don't know. What was I gonna do with my turn? Use a low? Possibly get teleported down there and waste my getaway by just throwing myself in front of her. Guess it would have put me in close with the magic book block, but I'll use it now that she's ahead a little ways. And I have the one for the attack block next turn. Works out pretty sweet. And she's not behind me this way. Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it and use high attack buff. Does risk my positioning on getting the attack next turn, but it will finish her off if I get it. Oh, she entangs me with a bind card. No way. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna throw out the low. I guess I should have attacked her. I didn't expect the entangle card to come out though. Should have paid attention to her opening card list. So I'm looking for trying to get a 4. Come on, random, get me a 4 score. Oh, I got it. End of days, Ivy. End of days. So says the Skull of Flame. GG. GG. What do you do, Joe? Victory. Score. Victory key. Use it. Yeah, got some for the Meow's Market Ultra Drop score. I really want to, like, I don't know why, just because it's Meow's Market, I want to use it. Like, good marketing. It's Meow's Market, man. Like, I get to hang out with a cat when I go to my base. Got all the daily quests done. A little bit of loot. I can't open the gold treasure chest. So, look about getting into another match here. Random. Ooh, I can use my 2 to maybe get that attack next turn. If it works out okay. A little action. Okay. Gonna stall once again for the high attack buff. Hopefully he doesn't use a ×2 or ×3. I don't know. Whatever. Just don't happen that I wasted my chance to use it again. Okay, you're going to jail. Perfect. My opponent goes to jail. This is what I want. Basher. Why not Blender? Somebody's name was Blender and it reminded me of Bender from Futurama. Bender. He's a very devoted friend. You know what I mean? Everybody needs Bender. Fry doesn't really give him all the credit for it he should, but Fry, you know, doesn't really think that much through. So, oh, he's stealing one of my magic bulk blocks? Dude, like, I'd rather get magic bulk blocks, you know what I mean? It is all about the magic bulk blocks. He's taking them. Oh, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna destroy that attack first. So, you do not get this attack flick. And I get my magic book block. Haha, basher. I, as your opponent, to gain extra rewards beyond the simple victory if I do happen to get a victory against you. On to the drafts. I'm gonna use an even, hopefully I get a 4 or 6. Oh, I get the better one out of the 2, a 4 or 6. Get the 4, so I'm behind the attack flag still. This could be a quick match. Extra can come around pretty quick though. If he gets his connect in with his main attack and it does the extra damage. So I'm going to use a low, the one that just showed up. Get a bag. Oh, I got lightning. That's interesting. now you hit the trap, I can just use the lightning. Lightning it is. Oh, blocks it. But he's got to block it with a shield this time. And make this monster and block my ignition damage for the 1 damage. Oh, the monster takes him down. Unique achievement point for me. Enemy losing to a monster. That used to be one of my things anyways. I'm not sure if it's one of my things in my current achievement list. Might still be. I'm not going to search all the way through them all. I used to have a pretty good memory on like what all the achievement blocks did and stuff like that along the way. Not like what gold and bronze do, because they highlight out, but all the other achievements that kind of like last forever in your window. So I get 3 more protections as a dragon. Secure a lot of victory keys. I have 60 of them now. That's a score. To continue on into battle. I need 6 more level 1 during magic battle books. This is all about these books. Bliss Bloss. That's a cool name. Especially if you're playing a pirate character. Bliss Bloss. Like, and then they gotta be like the captain. Like Carolina captain. Bliss Bloss is boss. Bliss Bloss, boss. We just call her Bloss. Caroline getting the attack on the first turn. That's never a good thing. Even that little bit of gold difference. So I'm gonna go with a high. Rather rat on the bag than the monster right now. Call that. And next time I'll be using a high to try to hit one of those magic book blocks. And the kind I'm looking for. I get entangled. And missed by a cannonade. Conveniently. I'll use the high card. I break the vines at least. So I'll use a 5 to get to the magic book blocks next turn. Nice things go awry. Oh, she lands on the same side of the board again. Lucky. Lucky seamstress. Oh, only 1 cannon volley. Doesn't amount to anything. Cheerio. So, 5. Get one of my magic books. Gain a level. Get ignition. That's a tricky card. Try to get a 4. No luck on that. I will hopefully return shortly. That's correct. I will return shortly. Possibly putting you into jail if you don't get away from this area. Bliss Bloss. Perhaps a pancake. The crepe. Okay, so low. Let's see if I actually put him in jail like I was talking about. Oh yeah, I do. It isn't fate that you go to the jail, and I rise from my ashes. I snuff out your flame. Okay, so magical block. Opposite. Instead of a 6, I get a 1. Tried too hard for the 6, I guess. I mean, when I was rolling that dice. By pressing the button. It's kind of like trouble when you press that little bubble and it rolls your dice for you. Which is discreet. Ooh, this is interesting. Chance to jail again, or get some stand next to damage. Jailed again. Takes me away from those 2 book blocks, though. Close to some books, stand some attacks. And use the random, hopefully get a magic book block. Land on the trap, but next turn I will be able to land on a magic book block. I get 2 books so far this game. And with most characters, when you use an attack, depending on the situation, of course, it can be different. But it's better to use it when your opponent's out of jail, if it applies debuffs or gives you a buff, because it won't actually trigger. So that is why I'm not saving my Ice Blade, and it gives you the chance to level up a little bit, to be able to use them. But against certain opponents, it can be a bad thing, like Dexter. It can really cost you, because he can copy your cards, so you don't want him getting an Ice Blade every time he attacks. But for most champions, it is the way to go, as far as I've played. It's what I do. You'll see that in my games. I do stuff like that. I practice my own teachings, you know what I mean? Certain things might not be like, so I've taught people things that I don't do, but it's like, it's because like, you know, I just know about movement and walking over certain terrains, and it's like, I have a different build, so it's like I move differently and stuff like that. Makes sense that way, but for instance, it'd be like in a situation where I don't use auto use potions, that guy does, because it fits his gameplay better, stuff like that. But the things that I say as go-to is that character and stuff like that, it's like an everyday thing. I just follow them, actually do them. A lot of people kind of forget that sometimes. They'll develop too many ways beyond their basic strategies to go about stuff and play a different way from it over and over again, because they've seen so many games and they start to build up like a lot of situations where it seems like it's not the proper move. So you kind of say like, okay, in this game I've lost and all that, but they forget to reset to the basics and don't practice their own teachings. Oh, I lost my Ice Blade. Bad example for holding on to your Ice Blade in this, but I did do it. And I go to jail. She's behind a row of 2 attacks. Even though she's got lower health, this could go really bad for me right here. Okay, what do I get for my dice rolling for prison break? Oh yeah, I get a nice turn. So I put myself in jail. And she's got an efficient gold lead now for her cannonade. Can't pilfer much from me though. I only got 7 gold. Took her Bliss Blossom a while to level there. I need a 2, so can't use the other. Ah, I would have got a, if the thing had been a 3, I would have got a 3. Maybe this game is still on my side. And I'll win this match. I have a chance of jailing Caroline on my way out of jail. Ooh. She could have an attack right now. Unexpected luck. I really want that unexpected luck card. I think it looks cool. And no chance to use that 3, unfortunately. And I get another 3. Fate is saying I'm supposed to have that attack. So Caroline, make sure you don't get that attack. A bad magic bliss boss. Can't get that attack. It's just not allowed. I've had so many 3s coming up on it. Good, you left it alone. It is for me to have, and not you, bliss boss. Fate deems it so. You watch. Okay, so my turn. Oh, fate does not deem it so, I guess. It doesn't give me a 3 to pounce out with. Teleport it around. Looks like I'll be possibly hitting an attack book next turn. I mean a blue book. Next to an attack. I call them attack book. Oh. Shift of fate. Looks like I'll be using an odd next turn. Odd it is. Otter. Oh, no way I got the spikes. It's not looking good, people. Oh, audience, I disappoint you. I got some magic book blocks, I think, though. I shouldn't have held that attack for sure. Maybe I won't dwell on that. You know what I mean? That was a moment where, that strange magic book card. I didn't really account for that. It's okay. So I got 8665 RP, and I believe that is quite long enough a video. I like to have something that's viewable and doesn't wrap you in for that long. So thank you very much for watching. Season 9 starts.